Thank you. I am Mr. Ndubisi Desmond Omar from BMI Finishing School, the Implementation Coordinator for Child Entrepreneurship Education in Anambra State. The reception has been incredible. In fact, the degree of reception or excitement I see among the teachers and the children is remarkable. As you know, before the classroom activity proper, we do have a sensitization program. But guess what? From the beginning of the sensitization program to the end, you could see the children expressing high amount of excitement. You could see the teachers already shouting, asking one another. Why is it that this program has not commenced all this while? In fact, mere looking at the children and the teachers alone, you will know that the program is highly welcomed in Anambra State, precisely in all the schools we visit. I think when we visited the Awada Primary School 4, I discovered something. When the dismissal time, because we went a bit late, so they told us that they dismissed school at 2:20. So we started our sensitization activity. When it was time to dismiss, but we were already late, I tried to stop them. The children refused. But they said that day, I think being today, that they would dismiss by 3 o'clock. So the assistant headmistress stood up and told me that the children have already fallen in love with the program. That is one. Second one was when we visited in Northia Primary School. When I was discussing with the headmistress, when she heard the package, she started lamenting. She told me that when they were small, that they did this thing in their own days. So just hearing alone that BMI has come to reactivate the BED program, she was excited. The idea behind the class simulation is simple. It enhances learning through experiential or hands-on activity. And you know, this provokes critical thinking, problem solving, and creativity. How do I mean? In the classroom where a child sees her or his age mates and is practicing a particular activity with them, and this activity is meant to be observed out there. Now, this simulation would embolden this child, educate this child to know how to do it out there. I give example, like that was yesterday. Yesterday, we taught Introduction to Entrepreneurship Literacy. During our class simulation, we set out tables and then placed children materials as commodities. So we now station some kids that will behave, act like sellers, and then this other one like buyers. Now, the teacher went first and demonstrated how to negotiate. So the children were there watching, you know. So when the teacher demonstrated, she came out and then asked the kids to go. They went and demonstrated the way the teacher demonstrated. In fact, when we were looking at these kids, you could see them behave like adults. Now you see that learning this, when they get up there to buy or sell, they will apply the same thing. So you see that the class simulation has now enhanced learning and has made them to acquire knowledge of what to display in the real world. The combination of the two languages, English language and the Igbo language, becomes necessary because of the environment we found ourselves. I mean, where the implementation was taking place. You know, it happened in a rural community where you may not easily find children, all the children flowing in English language. Some of them will prefer you teach them in the vernacular, you know. So that's why we adopted the switching method.
So all those in Japan. When I'm made in China. In fact, even anything made in China at that time, we throw it away because here's the money I'm gonna.
There is this mistake some people make when they come to teach children. One, they will not observe the demography. They will not observe their level of comprehending what you are teaching them. And we always inform people. Let me touch in the area of what communication is all about. Communication flows when the decoder is decoding what the encoder is passing across. If that is not flowing, that means you are simply making a noise. When you come in the classroom and you are teaching children that cannot flow well with you in a foreign language and you insist in teaching them with that foreign language, you are simply making a noise in that classroom. And entrepreneurship is a special activity, more especially when you are teaching children entrepreneurship. BMI finishing school made it in a way that entrepreneurship at this level will be fully something practical. And then if the children fail to comprehend, to assimilate what you are passing across, practicalizing it becomes very difficult. That is why if you are speaking in English language, you need to observe to know if you bring in the native language. So BMI team, when we entered the classroom and saw that the majority of the children were, blowing their native language, we said, no. There is no need continuing in English language. So we made it in a way that we bring English language, we bring in their native language. And we saw the excitement on the children that they were now flowing with us when they saw us going that way.